Happy Saturday, YouTubington. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
I think I'm gonna take a seat on the bench.
Good morning, YouTubington.
You're so annoying.
Good morning, guys. Look at the way the sun is beaming into the house.
Happy Saturday, YouTubington.
Happy Saturday. We're
Happy 4 years to Bambi.
Yeah.
He's 4 years in America, guys.
It's 4 solid years that I've been in America. And we're just, we woke up this morning and we're just reflecting on that 4 years. And we're like, okay, let's carry YouTubington along. Eh?
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when you got off the plane and you walked out from your gate and you had your bag on.
I was excited.
And your little suitcase.
I was so excited when I saw
that was him bounding around the terminal corner. And he was like, baby.
I was so excited when I saw
And he
him.
came running to me.
What was I wearing? Do you remember? It was that.
Yes, you were wearing that really cute. I loved it. You were wearing a Tom and Jerry shirt. You don't even know the cartoon.
Yeah, no, I know the cartoon. It's Tom and Jerry.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Lamb.
It's Tom and Jerry. I know the cartoon.
You do?
Yes, I watched the other one that I don't know. The one you and Benny were talking about.
Yeah, I thought it was Tom and Jerry.
No, it was not Tom and Jerry. I know Tom and Jerry.
I was like, oh, how cute. You're wearing a shirt that you don't even know what it is.
I know Tom and Jerry. I know Tom and Jerry.
So he looked so cute. And I just remember grabbing you and like running to the car because it took you forever to come out of that terminal.
Yeah, I remember. Oof.
And you finally got in the car and I was like, Bambi's here. And it felt so funny because it was like finally after months of only seeing you FaceTime, that it was like I was finally seeing you in real life.
In real
Bambi,
life.
I feel like it's too up. Bring it down.
What is up?
I feel like, yeah. I mean, maybe that's too down now. But...
What do you want, Bambi?
Okay. Does it
I'm
look
not
dark? I
it
feel
just
like
became
looks
dark.
It looks. What is happening?
It just became dark. It was perfect before.
All right. Well, anyway, that's the airport story. And then you finally made it home. And it was just so nice to finally have you here.
Me, I will never forget. The first thing I always remember is the moment I got into the car. She had a box. You remember, like,
God.
she gave me there was a big gift
It was
box.
your jungle box.
Yeah, jungle box. She gave me a welcome box, and when I opened it, it had a phone in it, and the phone had like like my number, everything.
It had an American number.
This girl, she just set me up nice the moment I came out from that plane.
It had a bonnet.
It had
for
a
your new
bonnet.
hair. You had grown your hair because when I met him, guys, his hair was like this long. He was growing his hair.
Oh my God!
Remember the bonnet?
And guess what? I didn't know you guys call it bonnet.
Yes.
Guys.
He's like, what do you mean you got me a car? I'm like, what?
Where I'm coming from, bonnet is, you open the bonnet of a car.
No, they don't know, Lamb. They don't know.
Yes, you people know it. You open the bonnet of a car. So she was like, I got you a bonnet. I was like, bonnet? Why would she buy me a bonnet? And I'm looking at this small box. How is there a bonnet inside this? Yo, that was my first welcome major shock, cultural shock. You say, oh, bonnet. Where I'm coming from, bonnet is you open the front of the car. But it's been a beautiful journey. It's been and then I remember coming when we were driving through New York.
Yeah, to get home.
Yeah, to get home, and it just felt good because it's one thing to be seeing all these
in movies and TV.
in movies and TVs, but then you're really like, again, I'm just reflecting on how I felt the moment I came to America. It's one thing you're seeing all those lights, tall buildings filled with lights in movies. And then you're driving in between them.
Yeah.
I can't describe how I felt, sincerely.
So how does it feel, Bam Boy? to.
She has given me another name, Bamboy.
No,
If I see any of you in the comment section calling me,
I always call him that, but it's the first time I think I've called you it on YouTube.
yeah, she has let you people know she calls me Bamboy. If
It's such an intimate Saturday. I totally forgot that it was even. That's why I just said it. I'm like, so Bamboy.
Mm-hmm. You've
How
forgotten
does
your
it
question.
feel that- How does it feel to be here for 4 years, even?
It feels great. It's the first time I've stayed away from home for this long. I've never stayed away from home for this long, and it feels amazing. Sincerely, I lived in Nigeria for so many years that I'm not allowing like what people call like homesickness. Emotionally like distract me from embracing my reality, which is I'm now in America,
And like enjoying a new experience.
like I'm enjoying. That's why, like, sincerely, I'm enjoying it because I did what I did in Nigeria for so many years, and I'm in this new land.
Yeah.
Can you imagine I'm here and I'm not here? It would be I don't know. It's like,
Well, you wouldn't enjoy it.
I won't enjoy it as much, So it's just been a blessing, to be able to just, be present.
That's a good one. Being present.
I intentionally told myself I'm going to be present. I want to feel every single inch of, appreciation of being here. So it's been amazing.
Good.
That's why I miss home, but it's almost.
I was just gonna go to. That's my next question.
Yeah, which is yeah.
So my next question is, do you miss home, Bambi?
I do. I miss home.
Because you haven't been back in the 4 years at all.
I haven't been back in 4 years. I miss home. I miss the madness. If you go to, it's like the way they talk,
Like New York, like
the way they say
madness
about New York. That's how Lagos is. If the energy, the vibe, the charisma, the people are, there are certain things you've not even seen. Bem bem.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Why would I have seen it? I've never been there.
Like, for example, you people don't call crowd, you don't call passengers into your bus in America. Like,
What do you mean? What do you mean call them?
So in Lagos, like if you're going to New York, for example, and the bus is in Connecticut, and you are entering a bus going to New York, there is a conductor. The conductor will be shouting, New York, New York, New York.
Are you joking?
New York, New York.
What was that thing you just did?
It's the way you call passenger. New York. Only one chance. New York. New York. Only what change.
I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Good night. I'm taking my Saturday nap YouTubing Tim and trying again later.
So I miss those, Lagos vibe, because people don't know this, but there was a time I did conductor in Lagos. So I did that job, calling passenger. I did it for like
annoying.
I did it for like a little period of time.
I'm sure you did.
Don't worry, when they watch this, they won't believe I'm the one calling passenger like this. That's when the boss is going to Oshori. My tour really might. Well, change, yeah. Look at it. She's looking at me.
So now, Bambi, what about the American dream? Do you feel like how do you feel about working towards your goals and your dreams in 4 years?
Good question. So my dream.
Don't mind me. I'm just over here being a fat ass.
I know, eating this early morning muffin. She makes one of the best muffins. One of the best. I'm not kidding. My American dream. So I think the greatest thing that happened to my American dream is I had expectations, right? But I was quick to not feel entitled to my expectation because that could lead to heartbreak. So not being entitled to my expectations actually made it easier for me. I became open to, like all the things we've gone through, like looking for jobs, even though they were not kind of job.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I got my first job, you know, and let me put it here so that people can hear you very well.
Okay.
I remember when I got my first job, and it was nothing close to being an entertainer or prison reform or any of those things. I cried. You know, I cried in the bathroom. I was like, God, is
I
this...
remember you told me.
Yeah, you know, I said, God, is this the American dream? The American dream I watched in the movies and I saw in the magazine is not this
And the
one.
idea you had for yourself.
And the idea I had for myself, you know. So I disconnected myself from being entitled to my ideas, you know, and just had an open mind, like, okay, this is a new land. I have to learn everything all over again. It feels like it feels like I'm a new baby. You have to learn how to drive. You have to go and...
It feels like you're a baby Bambi.
Yeah, you know, I had to relearn everything, almost relearn how to talk.
Yeah, for real.
Everything.
He's still learning how to talk, guys.
Everything. You have to learn how to dress properly depending on the season and your location in America. It's like fresh, you know. So American dream. But then when I look at the journey in 4 years and what we have both achieved, I'm going to start by saying thank you.
Oh, Bambi.
Thank you. Thank you for being a great partner. Thank you for... Man, this girl believes, man. You know, thank you for believing. And even though we say, you and I, you know, we say, oh, you're very impatient, because she's not a patient person. But I feel like you expressed your patience differently, you know, because a lot of people would not even give a chance to somebody like me just coming in, and it's not like I came in with bag full of money. You know what I mean? I could go on and on. And don't get me wrong, so that you people don't go and see somebody that has no dream, no
Lamb.
Don't get me wrong, don't go and
He's
look,
like Lamb.
don't go and hook yourself up with somebody that has no aspiration,
Lamb had
no
a lot
push.
going on for himself. I would have never, if you didn't have everything that you had worked for.
Yeah, like I had some sort of value to put on the table. It's just that it was not money.
He wasn't just a cute little.
I wasn't just a cute little face, you know. But then when I look at the journey and the dream of being in America, in 4 years, I'll tell you, Bambi, I've gone beyond my expectations. I didn't expect, first and foremost, I didn't expect that we would be in a nice house like this by now.
I know, in 4 years.
In 4 years, I didn't expect the beautiful community we have on Facebook. I say Facebook.
Wow, guys.
On YouTube.
YouTubing.
TikTok, Instagram,
Yeah.
Facebook, all the platforms. You know, I didn't expect in my wildest dream that we'll have such a beautiful supporting community. You know, so it's almost like everybody added to this journey.
Yeah.
And I want to use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to Big Papa and Mom. You know, and you know, I say it all the time. Family is everything. You know, your parents, I can't even describe, no amount of monetary value can describe what they did for me. You know, just accepting this young boy from Nigeria to marry their daughter. Not just that, you know, when we were not able to afford a place, they gave us their home. Stay. You know what it means? You know, I'm a total stranger and they allow me to stay in their house. You know, it's crazy. You know, so I don't think I would have been able to achieve, you know, a lot of things that we have achieved, if not the fact that your parents, you know, took away that immediate pressure, you know, that pressure of, so we were under pressure, but it wasn't crazy because they gave us a roof, you know, to lay our head, and we knew that, oh, you know, we are good for XYZ amount of time, you know. And up to when we left, they never told us to leave. We just decided that, hey, it's time to leave, you know. So big thank you to Big Papa and
That's
Mom.
a good one.
Yeah.
So I guess round it up, boy. So we could go for a morning walk.
Yeah, we're going for a morning walk. So while people are enjoying this, we will be walking around.
What do you think is like your advising to people who are outside the country and they want to come to America?
Wait, you're talking this way. Your microphone is here, so that they can hear you properly.
All right, guys, reporting live from Ling News.
What
The
is
last
wrong with
question is going to be,
Yeah. No, I'm not the one asking the last. They will fire you on your first day of your job.
the last question is going to be,
Yeah. Go ahead.
what would be your advising to people outside of the country, outside of the U.S. who want to come here and start, like their American dream here? What would be your advice to them if they feel like, man, I don't know where to start?
Yeah.
Like, how do I do it?
So I think the first thing.
What would be like your overall? Because obviously this could go on for days.
Yeah, I know. But my first advice would be always ask yourself, what value can I bring to the land I'm heading to? A lot of people always think about like America, like I want to go to America and get rich. I want to take from America.
Like,
but
what can America do for me?
what can America do for me? But the bigger question is, what can I do for America? And in return, America, because there is no guarantee in anything we do in life, but in return, America might bless me. I always remember when I applied for my visa back in Nigeria, I remember the American
Embassy?
at the man that interviewed me knew so much about my prison reform activities, and he was happy that I was coming to America, because he was like, I know you're going to be of such great value,
Oh, yeah. See, that's big.
he was like, I know you're going to be of such great value. And then he told me, while he was interviewing me, he told me even more details about the prison system in America, and it was like, exactly what you're doing in Nigeria, when you get to America, please don't stop, and I am so grateful to know that when I came to America, I never stopped. I visited a lot of prisons in America. COVID was the only thing that, remember, COVID slowed everything down because the visits were all cancelled due to COVID and all of that. But then, what value can you bring to the land? Number one. Number two, have an open mind that if I get to this America, in order for me to achieve my dreams, right, things might not go the way I planned it. So having an open mind is not holding or feeling entitled, to whatever ideology you have in your head. Just have an open mind because it's a new place. 3, study the system. I remember I used to be so mad about credit card. I said, no, I don't want it. But, she advised my very good friend Daniel, who is a banker, and then your dad, Big Papa, they advised me, and I now understood the credit system in America, So, and overall, which is a very big part of this, be involved in any part of the community you find yourself. Like I said, I do prisons, I go visiting. When there are things happening within the community, we got involved. Even right now, when we were about to open our business, we didn't go and open it in a different location, or I didn't say, oh, let me go and open it in Nigeria. No, we opened it right here, and the community is benefiting from it. So unlearn when you need to unlearn, relearn, and never stop learning. That is the best way to actually position yourself to achieving your American dream. I hope I answered that, because even me, I'm still learning. And this is a big one.
Did you say have a plan, Bambi?
Yeah,
You did say have a plan?
no,
Okay.
no, and that's what I was going to.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, that's why I said this is a big one. I'm about to say.
Wow, we were about to say the same thing.
Yeah, I said have a plan. Don't just freestyle. You see the way she's in my head. Have a plan, and then constantly revisit your plan. Be in tune with your reality. Don't be unrealistic. And I think
Those are good ones, buddy.
I think that is it. And not most importantly, and I'm going to say this because a lot of sorry, baby, I know you're trying to hug me, but I didn't want to lose my thoughts.
Go ahead.
Because a lot of people, see us and they're like, "Oh, I want what you guys have." My big advice to you, if you are a man or a woman and somebody genuinely shows you love, don't take advantage of their love. Don't abuse it. Don't make them feel used. Don't use people. When they give you good energy, return the good energy. Because a lot of people have, tried helping, foreigners, and then what they got in return is a disaster. So when you find yourself in whether it's America or Europe or in a different land away from your home, if people show you love, try your best to just make sure you show that love back. Don't take their love as they are being foolish. They are not being fools, or they are just being human being, showing compassion to a fellow human being. And that is my advice. Thank you all.
Thank you for joining Lamb's TED Talk.
Oh yeah, let's go for
Happy
our
4 years, Bamboy.
4 years, 4 beautiful years.
Waking up is a miracle. Open your eyes to the sunshine. Brush your teeth and wash your face. Step aside and live your life. What a day to be alive. Manifesting all of my greatness. With my mouth me testify. To all of your goodness me sing.